How we doing today? We're back at Stafford Speedway for the first race. We're gonna have fun today. It's a beautiful day, like 72 degrees. Couldn't be nicer. I'm feeling pretty good. Had a sinus infection today, but we're feeling great for today. All pumped up on steroids of Mountain Dew. That's your key to racing good, Mountain Dew. We're excited. My dad's here. We got Dylan behind the camera. We got some great sponsors on with us today. Sr Flex Lost, and East Windsor Welding, Greg's Auto Care, ECI, 99 Racing, and many more on the other side of this cart. We got Pro Kart with Rory giving us the fast motor for today. So I'm excited and see how it goes. We're back after practice. We're better than we have been. We ran a 16.2. We probably would have run a 16.1, but on my last lap where I was going real good, there was a lap car or slower car off the pace. So got better. I got new tires on for the heat race, so we're excited. We should be good. We're starting third behind my friend Dylan Houghton. So us two on the inside are going to be going together and hopefully finish 1 and 2 and battle out at the end. So it should be a good night, and we'll see how it goes.
See you guys.
25 goes next for Connor Christmas in his Sr Outlaw debut here. Full-time competitor, cart number 25. Green flag is out. Underway, Dylan Houghton brings the field in turn number 1. Scott Gaiman hanging to his outside, but here comes Connor Christmas to the bottom to challenge for second. That allows Houghton to pull away by a couple of cart lengths. Field off of turn number 4. One cart swings way up wide. That's Picorni. Connor Christmas hangs on to third for now. Gaiman is able to pull away in second, running unchallenged. Houghton 3 or 4 cart lengths out as the race leaders. They come around to complete lap number 2. Houghton, Gaiman, 1 and 2. Christmas and Picorni in a battle for third, along with Aiden Hills Nevin. And a couple of lengths back to Megan O'Brien in the 87 and Ciara Bernard. Blake Dorney rounding out the field. Halfway this time by. Dylan Houghton, fastest lap of the race last time around. He's able to pull away by a full second over Scott Gaiman. In the second spot, Connor Christmas in third. Nobody changing positions, a bit tamer than the prior 2 Sr Outlaw heat races. Top 5 get the automatic bid into the feature event here later tonight. And in that 5th spot, Aiden Hills Nevin. Currently out, Megan O'Brien, Ciara Bernard, Blake Dorney. Battle for second heating up just a bit. Connor Christmas has reeled in Scott Gaiman for that position into the final 2 laps, lap and a half to go this time around. It'll be the white flag for Dylan Houghton. Again, fastest lap of the race last time by 15.9 seconds, make it 15.8. Picks it up even more. Connor Christmas to the inside for second over Scott Gaiman. Final lap, checkered flag. Dylan Houghton goes wire to wire to pick up the heat race win. Connor Christmas will fall into line in second. Scott Gaiman in third, Aiden Hilton.
Yeah, Kyle, I'm here with Connor Christmas. Connor, you finished second in Junior Outlaws last year, moved up to seniors for 2025. Have you gotten a chance to gauge who might be your toughest competition going into this year?
Yeah, definitely. In practice, we were fast, but we weren't as fast as I was hoping. But we also had durable tires on, so that also was part of it. Looking at, Dylan Houghton, that's my best friend, but, on the track, you're not always friends. So we'll see how it goes. Got Casey O'Sullivan, too, Luke Jangenbach, all those guys, Matthew Dupuy, they all been fast last year. But I raced them all in Junior Outlaws, so I've been around them before, so a little used to them. And I don't know, I think as the season goes on, we'll be fast. I'll be happy today if we got a top 10, top 5, it'd be really nice. So I'm confident. Last year, we were basically the guy to beat. So this year, I'm confident.
Now, it's a new division and a new track surface for you, arguably somewhat of a new configuration. What is this transition going to look like for you guys?
We made a little bit of setup changes throughout practice last week on Sunday. We got Jim Houghton, who's our biggest help setup-wise. So with his help, we can do anything. Dylan's always fast, and They help us out a ton. So thanks to them, I think we'll get the season.
Thank you, Connor.
Sure.
Now back to Kyle for another Sr Outlaw driver.
Outside, Connor Christmas, new to the division this year. We'll start from the third row in cart 25. Green flag is out. Much better start this time by at the front of the field. Luke Jengenbach, Frank Litwell bring the field into turn number 1 for the first time. Jengenbach with the race lead. In that orange cart, out in front, here comes Dylan Houghton to take the second spot away from Frank Litwell, who slides up wide and is in jeopardy of losing third. Matt Dupuis to the inside. Further back, Aiden Hills-Nevin stepping out of line to go 3 wide just into the top 10. Cannot advance and is behind O'Sullivan in the double O, who's also having a tough time moving up through the field. Top 2, single out and break away. Jengenbach and Houghton. And the force of this division for the last couple of years, usually toward the front with Casey O'Sullivan, right now is mired in traffic. Battle for the lead. Houghton had a peek to the inside of Jengenbach, got back in line. Luke has that high side momentum and is able to hang on to the top spot for now. Houghton in second, gap back to third. Matt Dupuis hangs onto that position. Frank Litwell in fourth. Battle for the lead, back to turn 2. Houghton to the inside, here he comes. Full head of steam up the back stretch and a drag race into turn 3. Houghton to the inside, Jengenbach to the outside. And again, it's Luke strong in that outside lane. Remember, new pavement here on the Manafort Mini Mile this season. Outside lane has been beneficial here tonight. Needs another lap for Luke Jengenbach. Cart 77, Dylan Houghton in second. Dupuis closing in from third, slowly wanting to make this a 3-way battle up front. Frank Litwell still within arm's reach of the race leaders in position number 4. Leo Nunes to round out the top 5. There's another challenge for the top spot. Gets a run and gets cleared by the time they get to turn 1 for Dylan Houghton. Goes to the front of the field. Jengenbach looking back to the inside in turn 3. Dive bomb move. Takes the lane race lead back. Here comes Houghton back to the inside. 3 lead changes and nearly 3 wide for the race lead as Matt Dupuis has joined the mix, as has Frank Litwell Jr. One cone goes flying up the back straightaway. That was hit by a cart that was spinning into turn number 3 and may bring out caution. We'll see as the race leaders are still side by side for the top spot. Caution comes out. It's off. The flag is out. Back underway. 6 to settle it. Jengenbach immediately goes to the outside, looking to build a run onto the backstretch, and he does. Can he make a move? He will on Dylan Houghton, who tried to throw the block. Did so successfully because it broke the momentum of Jengenbach, who hangs on to second. Here's the battle for third, with 12 to the inside of Dupuis. For position number 3, just in front of Nunes and O'Sullivan. Out up the back straightaway, off of turn number 4. Battle for second is on. Matt Dupuis to the inside of Luke Jengenbach. Exactly what Dylan Houghton wants to see because it's allowing him to pull away at the front of the field. Houghton out front. Off turn 4. Really bottled up mid-pack. 3 wide. Sidney Cook, Connor Christmas all mixing it up. Just out of the top 5 behind Casey O'Sullivan, who took the 5th spot away. Beginning to run out of time, though, with 2 laps to go. Casey O stepping out of line once again. Frank Litwell to his inside, takes the spot. He'll now make that Sidney Cook part of that battle and use that back of traffic into turn number 3. Cook goes high. Battle for the lead, final lap. Here comes Matt Dupuis to the inside of Dylan Houghton for the top spot. Up the back straightaway, half a lap to go. Matt Dupuis at the front of the field off of turn number 4. Checkered flags are out, and on a last lap pass, Matt Dupuis wins the first Sr Outlaw race of the 2025 season. Dylan Houghton will finish in second, Luke Jengenbach third. Frank Litwell Jr. 4th, Sidney Cook to round out the top 5. Then it's Casey O'Sullivan, Aiden Hills-Nevin, Connor Christmas, Thomas McCorney, and Nunes to round out the top 10.
All right, we're here after a long night at Stafford. We ended up finishing 8th in the feature. In the heat race, we ended up finishing 2nd. With the heat race, we were strong in that. I started 3rd. I fell back to 4th, got a crossover, and then I ended up finishing 2nd on a last lap pass. And then in the feature, we were out there. I started 6th. I think I got shuffled back to like 9th. I'm not really sure. Then we kind of just hung around there. We shuffled around with some other cars around us, and then just working our way. We ended up finishing 8th. Didn't pass very many cars, but the cart was just sliding. It was loose. We'll figure it out for next week. But the brake was also rubbing, so it's good that we know what our adjustments are. We're not going home all questioned. So it was good. We got a lot to learn. 8th place for 28 cars showing up today. We were the best of the rookies, so that's a solid first night. I want to start off by thanking my dad, David, Caitlin, Jim Houghton, Tom, and that 99 Racing, ECI Electric, Hall of Fame, Gorman's Home Remodeling, Stauffer Sheet Metal, Standout Nutrition, McGill Hose and Coupling, and everybody else who helps us out, Rory for the motor, and just going good so far. So, and of course, Grandpa Donald, he watch on Floor Racing. So, great night, and we'll see you next week.
What do you think, David?
Yep.